All right, so today I'm going to make oatmeal-protein whole wheat waffles. And I have all the dry ingredients laid out, and then I'll put out the wet ingredients. And we're going to start with the dry ingredients because we're going to mix those up together. So I have a nice mixing bowl here. To that, I'm going to start with half a cup of whole wheat flour, 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm going to add a cup of quick cooking oats, 1 scoop of protein powder, some cinnamon, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 3 tablespoons of baking powder, and I'm going to spritz just a little bit of salt in there. So just a little bit of salt. You can use up to 1/4 teaspoon depending on your... All right, then I'm going to take my whisk and I'm just going to kind of combine these ingredients. There we go. Get these all there so that they're kind of combined nicely. And then I'll start on the wet ingredients. All right, so now we're ready to work on the wet ingredients. So normally I would use 2 eggs, but my wife's evil children have apparently used all of the eggs. So I'm substituting with half a cup of applesauce, which should work just fine for the purposes of this recipe. So we're gonna do that. 1 1/4 cups of almond milk. You can use whatever milk you like. Into that, I'm going to add half a cup of Greek yogurt. I'm just going to scrape that out of there. Get all the yogurt there. So I have half a cup of Greek yogurt. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 6 tablespoons of melted butter, and I'm also going to add some vanilla, roughly a 1/4 teaspoon, half a teaspoon will do. Then I will take my trusty whisk, mix together these wet ingredients, just so that they're combined. Then the last step to this is I'm going to bring my dry ingredients back. I'm going to open up a little well there. And then I'm going to pour the wet ingredients in. Just very gently combine the wet and dry ingredients to make the batter. You really don't want to over mix it because then your waffles will be little waffle bricks. So just enough to combine it. If it's excessively thick, you can of course add a little more milk if you need to, just to get it to the consistency that you prefer. This looks like it's going to need a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's going to need just a little bit more milk because these are going to be awful thick. I'm going to add just a little bit of milk to that. And that should do it. All right. And this should yield, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 waffles, which makes for a delicious breakfast. After this, you can put it in your preheated waffle iron. You're going to put about 1/3 of a cup to a 1/2 cup on the waffle iron and cook for about 5 minutes, and then top with your favorite toppings for a delicious breakfast.